Okay, in this video I'm gonna go and talk a little bit about the text along a path, and it is fairly simple, but sometimes we want to have the text facing this direction, and sometimes we want to have it facing this direction. So how can we accomplish that? And we can use in the one aspect we can use the full circle without any problem, but if we want to have it on the inside, then it doesn't work. And maybe there are different options, but I found a certain way, and that seems to work pretty good. So I will go and show you how I did something like this. So I'm gonna go and select everything for a moment and delete everything. So we're starting with a clear piece of paper or whatever, or hoop or whatever you want to call it, and we want to have our text going along in a circle. So first what we want to do then is create a circle, and if we want a perfect circle we can hold down the control key, and for this if you want to have it on the inside and on the outside lining up, then what we will do is we will create a duplicate. So now we have two circles on top of each other, and let me see here, I gotta put a lock on. Snapping is on, I gotta turn that off for now. And now the control key, and I'm gonna make a second circle there for now, and let me select both of them and give them both the same stroke. I want to have a fairly narrow stroke. For this demo I may keep it a little bit wider so the visibility is a little better, but you want to have that stroke as narrow as possible. And now I'm gonna go and create a little bit of text. So we deselect everything, then we go extension, inkstitch, lettering, and I'm not gonna go you will have to go and take your pick of your font. I'm just gonna go and use one text for a moment and just keep it simple, and I'll press I'm just typing in testing, apply and quit, and there we have our text what is showing up now. And I will go and make a few copies of it for a moment, and duplicate, and there one, I give that a different color, and make another duplicate, and we give that one a different color, and make one more just in case, duplicate, and we'll give that one a different color, make that a blue one, I guess. Okay, now it becomes pretty simple. We can go and select here. I have to make sure that both circles, because it was a circle, then it is an object, so we go path, object to path. So we want to make sure that it is a path, and now we select this path, and we select the holding down the shift key, we selecting the text, and then we go extension. Let me see here, since we're gonna be using 4, say, and we want to place them, I'm gonna go and select both circles for a moment and make a duplicate. And I'll go and put them on the side here for a moment so that we can see that we are specifically working with the first 2 circles. So here I have the first circle selected and hold down the shift key, and now I select the top text and I go extension, inkstitch, lettering along the path. And I do not want to stretch it, I want to keep the text the same. So in some instances you may want to go and use the stretch command. That depends on your path, on how long it is and how you want your text to show up. So, and then I'm gonna go and apply. And there we can see that text that shows up over here. Now I'm gonna go use my duplicate inner circle, and I'm gonna go to the node select, and I will go and split at a node and see if that is gonna make any difference. So now this one is selected, so we go select it and we use the following testing text, select that one, and we go extension, inkstitch, lettering along path, and we go and apply. And now we can see the testing is showing up now on this side, and that is probably because I went and split a node. So the starting node of the circle is here. On this one, probably the starting node, now that I'm in the node select, and I will press the tab key, and now we will see that this node is highlighted. So that tells me that this is the first node, is node number 1 of the object, and that is why the text is starting over here. So if we want to place it in specific positions, then we can check the node, which is the first node, which way it is gonna show. Then we can go, now I'm gonna go to the outer circle. Let me go to this one first, and the outer circle I have, for a reason that I put that one bigger, because we're gonna go and put now text the other way, in the how shall I say, flip it. And that takes a little bit different, because if I would go and put a text on this path, then it will go and put it on the outside also. But I don't want that. So this one, since I have this text is placed, and I want the other text placed as close as possible, I have to resize this outer circle sliver, that it lines up good. Have to make sure that I'm using the right buttons to resize it, and otherwise we can use the align and distribute, that we're lining up both circles with the center points, but I think this should be pretty close. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the node select, go Control A select all 4 nodes, and I'm gonna break the path at the selected nodes. Then I will go and path break apart. Now each path becomes its own, and now I have this one selected, this path section, and I will go use the shift key, select the text, then go. Oh, one more thing what needs to be checked before I go any further to make you aware. If we go in the node select, we can also see the direction line of the path, and it is going from here, from the bottom, that direction. But we want the text to flow from top to bottom. So what also has to happen is we have to change the direction of the path. So we go path, reverse. Now the path direction is from here, from the top to the bottom. And that is the same with, depending on how we want that text to show, on the direction of the path. And okay, now I will go and select this path section, hold down the shift key. Oh, I was in the node select, have to be in the selection mode. Now we have the path selected and the text selected. Now we go extension, inkstitch, lettering along path, and we go apply, and now we can see, maybe I should give that a different color, so then at least you can see that a little better. Let me see here, I'll make it a darker color. Oh, I have to make sure I'm selecting just the text, and I'll make it a dark blue. So now we can see that the text is positioned there on the path, and so now that one is on the inside. But if I go and this last one, if I put that on this top one, it will put the text over on the top. So the placement of our path is also important, on which side do we want our text to show. And I can show you that. Hold down the shift key, extension, inkstitch, lettering along path, and apply. There you can see now that text is on the outside, and we don't want that. So what I'll do now is I will go and use this one for a moment. No, I'm gonna wait with that one. It might be, let me see here. Okay, now I want to go and talk to you about the placement. This one, we did not want to have this placed over here. We want to have that, say we want to have that placed on this corner. But inkstitch placed it over here. So now we want to go and change that. So now what we do is, now that this text is selected, we click on it for a second time, and now we can see the rounded corner here, and we can see the center point of rotation here. Then we turn on snapping, and with the snapping we want to make sure that the bounding boxes, the centers is selected. And now I can drag that center point, and now we can see the object center point is connected with the center point of the circle. And now I should go turn snapping off, because it may go and snap onto these texts and whatnot, and we don't want that. If I want to have it freely rotate, then we turn snapping off again, and now I can freely rotate my text in the position where I want it. And that is the same with this one. As you can see, I can go and take this text, it does not stick to the path after it has been created, I see. So let me see here what I can do here. Drag it over, and I can place it that it is close to the same position, and then the same thing again. Drag my rotation handle, but I have to turn the snapping back on again, and then I'm back into the center point again, and now I can go and rotate that text freely, and I can place it wherever I desire. So, and then this last one, if we want to have that on this section, then we go select, shift select, extension, inkstitch, lettering along path, apply, and there you can see that flipped over to the outside. And as you can see, that depends on how we want it to face, and that is not what I wanted. Edit, undo. So we have to check the direction again, and here the direction arrow is from top to bottom, and we want to have that the other direction, so we go path reverse, and now we try it again. We go select it and shift select the text, extension, inkstitch, lettering along path, and we go apply, and now you can see the text is going the right direction again, but we are not happy with how where it is quite positioned. So there again, deselect, just select the text, second click, that gives you the center point of rotation, and the snapping is turned on, and we bring the center of rotation to the center of the circle, and now we can go and we can place our text. We may want to turn snapping off, and now we can place it freely anywhere along the path. Okay, I hope this helps you with the text along the path to get a little better understanding a few of the aspects where you have to watch out for and how you can play with it. Okay, thanks for watching and have fun.